it's Meredith, and I don't know if I have told you lately, but I miss you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Cannot wait. I feel like I've got coronavirus-itis. I'm not saying I have coronavirus. I'm saying that I have the itis, like senioritis, you know, where we're kind of getting to the end of this pandemic in my interpretation of the headlines, because I don't really read the articles, just the headlines. And so I'm reading headlines and I'm like, okay, things are opening back up. It's time. It's time. Let's get back together. So I'm getting fired up and super excited about it. And so I cannot wait till we get back together. Like, I'm going to be one of those people who jumped the gun too soon, and other people are going to gripe about me, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm a people person. I haven't been able to people, and it's on my last nerve. But hey, what have you done to make it matter? What have you done? How is God working in your life? What is He teaching you through this time? Like, I will say, during this time, like, I have had so much time to do Bible study, to read books I've wanted to read, to binge watch Parks and Rec. I had no idea how hilarious that show was. Walter and I are watching Longmire. Love Longmire. There's just a lot of things that's slowing down. It's really been awesome, and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm ready to ease back into it. But as most of you guys know, IYC has been canceled. We are not going. Well, IYC so far is not officially canceled, but like our church council's like, we ain't sending our kids to Florida. So, you know, as a sacrifice, yeah, no, we're not volunteering as sacrifices and going up there as a, is that what it is in Hunger Games? Tribute. We're not going to be tributes. And anyway, so that's a little far, that's a little much, but we're still working on a plan for a summer experience that we're asking God to go forward, blaze like his righteousness and His glory to go ahead of us, and we're going to follow behind. And if the Holy Spirit is there, then we are going to have an amazing time worshiping Him, learning about Him, praising Him, and being together. Because I don't know about you, but like, those summer experiences are so important to me, and I love them, and I want to share them because we have so much fun, and it's a great bonding time. So we're still working on something. I don't know yet. Details will be coming out maybe next Wednesday, but this Wednesday's news is no IYC, but there will be something, God willing, of course. Like, I mean, I say there's going to be something, and then pandemic part 2 comes out. So I don't know. I guess, like, God willing, there will be. But something fun that's starting tonight is Tailgate Talk. And Randy has interviewed some of our seniors. We just abruptly ended this year, it felt like. So we are interviewing, or he's interviewing some seniors, having some tailgate talks. And so first up, Madison Bradshaw and Addie Glenn. And then after that, Randy is diving back into the Storyteller series. So I'm so glad you guys are here. I love you. I miss you so much. And I'm just, I'm ready for this to be over. Woo, woo, woo. So have a watch, zoom on over to small group, and stay in touch.
So, I'd like to welcome everybody to our first ever episode of Tailgate Talk. My first guest on Tailgate Talk is Senior 2020, Madison Bradshaw. Say hi to everybody.
Hey.
Madison. We decided that what we wanted to do for the next few weeks is we wanted to really bring our seniors to the forefront. They've really had a lot to overcome this senior year, and we figured that they should be the primary focus as the school year is coming to its end. Yes. Our seniors is, welcome to the proverbial island that you see on social media all the time. During the last month, what have you found is one thing you haven't been able to live without?
Probably my TV, honestly, because I've been binge watching like a ton of shows on Netflix and Hulu.
Hashtag Tiger King.
And that's basically been getting me through the past couple weeks.
Oh yeah? So what's been your favorite show?
Well, my favorite show is The Office. So I always start off the morning with a couple episodes of that, and then I've started Vampire Diaries, which is another good show. And then I'm kind of looking forward to the new Michael Jordan documentaries. I watched the first 2 on Sunday and they were really good.
All right, so question number 2. What activity or event have you found you missed more than you thought you would?
Well, really the only class I had at the high school was choir, and that was really like one of my favorite parts about high school. And so that was kind of rough because we couldn't finish out the year with our contests that we usually do, and like our last coordination concert, and then like our musical. And so that was the hardest thing, was really like not getting to experience everything in choir at the end of the year.
I will admit that when they said that they were canceling school and that they didn't know how long you guys would be out, one of the first thoughts I had, other than, oh my goodness, how do I homeschool my son who's way smarter at math than me, was, I wonder if I'm gonna get to see the play. Because I really wanted to see all of our youth in Oklahoma, and it looks like we will be missing out on that star performance. All right, question number 3. What lesson have you learned this past year that you want to pass on to others?
I probably just have to say, just enjoying like your time now instead of looking too far into the future, because sometimes that can stress you out. And like, I know for like probably all the seniors this year, we were all worrying about like where we're gonna go to college, what our ACT score is, like what grades we're having, instead of just like enjoying our senior year. And so now that it's cut short, I think some of that time was lost with all the stress, you know.
So kind of a don't take for granted this moment, because this moment may not be there tomorrow.
Just enjoy the now.
Enjoy the now. I like it. So you think that's something you're going to take into the future from this point on, is, you know what, after having to do that whole quarantine 2020, maybe I should just start enjoying these moments. I like it. All right. Question number 4. When this thing is passed, what is the first thing you're going to do that has been off limits?
Oh, definitely go out to eat somewhere.
Have you picked a spot?
I have a couple restaurants in mind. So the first one's Texas Roadhouse, Outback Steakhouse, Cheesecake Factory, got Abuelo's, Bamboo Garden. You know, I can keep naming restaurants. I'm ready for restaurants to open again.
I think Cheesecake Factory is on the top of my list. Texas Roadhouse, I have a gift card. I have a gift card that I haven't got a chance to use yet. I think a Japanese steakhouse is definitely a must.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely got to hit one of those up. But yeah, I agree. Now, I heard that your intent was, you and a lot of your senior friends have decided that when the off limits is lifted, you're going out to eat, but you're going to go out wearing your prom dresses.
Yeah. So that's not just like seniors, that's just like everyone, because like dresses are expensive, and so you want to wear them at least once, right? And so like if we're not gonna have a prom, you might as well just go out and have fun and hang out, you know, so at least the money doesn't go to complete waste.
I like it. So eventually, here in probably a month or so, hopefully we're going to see the fanciest dinner party ever around Mays County and Tulsa County and all that. Well, let's see. My last question, and I appreciate you giving your time for this. All right, for fun, how do you think you will tell this story to your kids when they ask about it, dealing with this whole senior year, pandemic, quarantine? How do you think you're going to tell your kids about this?
I mean, I just probably tell them that it was definitely a bummer I didn't get to, finish out my senior year, but honestly, it's been kind of nice. I get to basically make my own schedule for myself, and so I'm just trying not to think of all the negatives and just try to think of the positives.
I like it. Think of the positives. Have our second Tailgate Talk member come up here, and she's such a good sport about it, because you just got off of work at Bob's, right?
Yeah.
And if you haven't been out to Bob's, then it's just a constant rotation of vehicles going. When did you guys open?
Yesterday, the 20th.
Opened yesterday. So go see Addie over at Bob's. Keep her gainfully employed. Yeah. If you were on a deserted item, what one item could you not be without, or what 3 items would you not be without? During the last month, what have you found is the one thing you haven't been able to live without?
Well, my friends.
You haven't been able to live without your friends?
Yeah, it's weird not seeing them.
So what have you been doing to overcome this whole I don't get to see my friends thing?
Well, we've been like Snapchatting or texting, FaceTiming. We get to see each other that way.
Any kind of method whatsoever? Just getting out there. So would you probably say the one thing you haven't been able to live without has been your phone?
Yeah, I guess.
Open communications. So you're missing that contact with other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Band.
Band?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so band is what you were missing, and you had your spring concert coming up?
Yeah, spring concert and our contest.
Your contest?
Yeah.
Tell everybody what instrument you play.
I play the clarinet.
Clarinet. My sister was a clarinet player. So, all right, so question number 3. What lesson have you learned this past year that you want to pass on to others?
Never take anything for granted. That's for sure.
And what are some things that maybe you took for granted before that?
School, like being in school, because it's hard being online. Like I know it sucks going to school, but it's hard to not be in school. And I guess you take it for granted, and, or even just being around your friends because you don't think that you're not going to be able to hang out.
Because you hear everybody talk, I wish school was over. I wish we were done with school.
Yeah.
And from the time you're little to the time you're big, you're like, if we could just not have school. And then all of a sudden, just like that, you got no school.
Now everyone wants to be back.
Now it's like, I wish we could go back to school.
Yeah.
That's a big social area for you guys. But okay. All right. Question number 4. When this thing is passed, what is the first thing you are going to do that has been off limits?
Go to Tulsa and go shopping.
Shopping?
Yes.
So are you not getting...
I've been online ordering some things from Amazon, but...
You're burning Amazon up?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Getting to know your Amazon delivery person. You're like, oh, hey, Jim.
There it is.
You're like...